Hey everyone, I'm in Hutto, Texas today. I'm going to give you a big tour. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about living in Hutto, Texas. We're going to cover all the pros, and if you stay till the end of this video, I'm also going to give you some cons and reasons you might not want to move to Hutto, Texas. So stay till the very end and I'll go through those with you. This is Austin, Texas area living. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video and give us some comments. Let us know other areas you'd like to hear about. And then lastly, let's go ahead and start with this question. What is up with all these hippopotamuses? They're gonna be all over Hutto as we go through this video, so let me know what your thoughts are. Give me a guess in the comments below. And at the end, I'll explain why there's so many hippos in Hutto, Texas. So let's jump in. Hutto was founded in 1855. So it was a small, sleepy, rural town, and it was also a railroad town. That was kind of the main reason it was founded. It was on a railroad station and had people flowing through there. Now it's a suburb, just like many of the Austin suburbs. They kind of all run together. East of Austin, north and east of Austin, you have Pflugerville, and then north of that you have Round Rock, and then east of that you're going to have Hutto, and then if you go north of Hutto, you're going to have Taylor. So that's kind of the layout of where Hutto is located, but they're all starting to run together now. Round Rock now runs directly into Hutto. They're a little bit overlapping when it comes to schools, so they're all running together. The number one and the first reason, and these are in no particular order, that people move to Hutto is its sense of community. Just like many of the other suburbs, you're going to get that sense of small town feel, but then you're going to be in this metro area of Austin, and so you get all the amenities that you have with Austin, but you can drive home, you can be in a suburban neighborhood, and you have the sense of community. Hutto hosts the Hippo Fest. They also host a 4th of July festival in Hutto Park at Brushy Creek. And so you have that community atmosphere. You can just tell by the hippos and the schools. There's definitely a sense of community within Hutto, especially if you have children that are in those schools, or if you like to go out and you're in parks. They have green belts just like most of the Austin area. So you'll be in that sense of community, and people like that. People want to belong to a particular town, and Hutto is no different. It has that sense of community. The second reason that people move to Hutto is the affordability. It's going to be much more affordable than the city of Austin. The further out you go, the more affordable it typically is, and Hutto is no different. There's currently 160 homes listed in Hutto, Texas, and the price range is from $260,000 to $2 million. And I would say the median is probably right in the high 300s, right under 400,000. So you're gonna have affordable homes. A lot of those homes are being built now or have been built in the last 10 years. So you're going to get a newer home. I would say the grade of homes within Hutto ranges from really affordable grade all the way to you can get some houses on larger lots, but mid-grade homes in the Hutto area. And there's still a lot of construction going on right now and development, so if you want to get a brand new home, that's definitely an option in Hutto as it continues to grow. The third reason that people move to Hutto is its thriving economy. And like I said, it used to be a really sleepy town. In one of the business journals, it's now a top 100 place to grow a business. I think the other reason that the economy is thriving and Austin as a whole is growing out east. We recently got the Tesla Gigafactory out east and more south of Hutto. There's a lot of land out that way, and the land is flat. It's not hill country. So a lot of businesses are going in on that east side, and Hutto is right along that 130 corridor, which is a tollway that is an alternative way to get from north to south side of Austin, and more businesses go in that area. Hutto is continuing to be a great place and proximity to live. And as we're getting these bigger businesses, like we have Tesla, I mentioned, we also have Samsung that's about to open in Taylor, which is right next door to Hutto. But as we get these bigger businesses, we're getting smaller contractors, and it's attracting smaller business in general because they feel like it's a solid place to invest since we have these larger companies going in. So it's a really thriving economy. On the small business side, a lot of small businesses going up in the Hutto area. There isn't a ton of shopping. You have your basics. You have a Home Depot and Lowe's and Chick-fil-A and all your fast food restaurants and some smaller local restaurants as well. Next door in Pflugerville, you're gonna have the larger strip malls with your Targets and your H-E-B. But as Hutto is growing, these smaller businesses and smaller strip centers and hopefully one day larger strip centers will go in and you'll have more shopping in the Hutto community itself. So it is a booming economy. It's a growing area. You also have the growth pains that go along with that, but overall it's a growing area and people feel like it's a safe way to invest in a home if they want to buy a home, or if you're renting, it's a great place to rent as well. The fourth reason that people like Hutto, Texas and want to move there is its historic charm. So it has a really cute, charming downtown, and the local town has done a really good job of continuing to invest in that and develop in that area. You have the Co-op District, which is adjacent to downtown. You have the Hutto City Hall. You have all these local shops and places to visit in downtown, and it's really cute. It's really quaint. A lot of these Texas towns have that, but I in particular love the Hutto downtown area with that historic charm. The fifth and last reason, and I've covered this quite a bit already, is just the location. So as the East Corridor of Austin is growing, people are looking to buy an affordable house and commute into their employers that are on the east side. And so Hutto is growing like crazy. And I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon with Samsung opening up in Taylor. But like I said, the good thing is there's lots of land, so housing developments continue to spring up all over that area. The other thing that's nice is that Highway 130, that's a toll road. It's not crowded, the speed limit is really high, and so even though, it's about 40 miles from downtown Austin, it's a really quick drive. You're not gonna have stop and go, a lot of traffic unless there's construction or a wreck. But it's a really quick way to get into Austin. Even though there are quite a few miles between downtown Austin and Hutto, it's a quick and easy way to get up and down that corridor. Okay, so now I'm going to cover reasons that people might not want to move to Hutto. The very first reason is lack of public transportation. So if you look over on the Leander side, which is kind of the west side equivalent to Hutto, you have the Capital Metro train line. We don't have that currently in Hutto yet, and there are some buses, but not a lot, so you're going to need a car. And as I mentioned, there are some miles to get into downtown Austin, so you're gonna have potentially toll fees as well as a lot of gas if you're commuting into downtown Austin, and you don't have really any other public transportation options for that. So that's one reason you might not want to move to Hutto if you really want to rely on a bus line or a train line. The second reason, and I swear I say this in every suburb video that I do, but you're not gonna have the nightlife, you're not gonna have all the restaurants that you have in Austin. So if you're moving to Austin because you like the vibe of Austin, you've been here maybe at a festival or a convention, and it's not gonna feel the same if you're living out in Hutto. And that might be a good reason or a bad reason depending on what you're looking for. But if you're looking for the busy nightlife, all the festivals, all the things going on, all the brunches every Sunday, then you're gonna wanna choose a place in the city of Austin. And lastly, the third reason that you might not wanna consider Hutto is it has some growing pains. I've been up there not too long ago. It was during rush hour traffic, and there was a wreck, and there was a train going through the middle of the town, and I sat in traffic for about 30 minutes not moving at all. So as it's developing its roads and dealing with the train situation and more people are moving into that area, it can get a little congested within the town itself. And so that's something you might have to live through as the town continues to grow and fix that. I know in San Marcos, they have train that runs through it on the south side, and they built some overpasses over the train to deal with that. I'm not sure the plans exactly, but there are some growing pains. There's a lot of construction. So that's just something you'll want to keep in mind if you're looking at homes or apartments in that area. Where is it in relation to the train track? What does it do during traffic hour? and just take a look at all of that and make sure you're not going to be stuck sitting in traffic during those times. And as I mentioned, I would talk about the hippos. So Hutto is known for its hippos. It has concrete hippos all over town, and that is the mascot of the high school. And so I was kind of digging in, and there was a few different theories as to where they came about. I think basically one of the theories was that one of the coaches said the other team was too hard to defeat. They were like hippos because they were so big. And somehow the hippos have stuck around. There's Hippo Fest. And so I love it. It gives you that unique sense of community that I talked about at the beginning of this video. But you see them all over the place, the Hutto hippos. I think it goes with the word Hutto too. So that's what the Hutto hippos are about. Thanks for staying with me till the end. Appreciate it. Check out our other videos, and thank you.